Okay, where I left off, I am so thankful that my grandkids are not like I was at that age. They're not getting in trouble. They're horrified when I tell them a little bit about the stuff I've done. They're looking at me like, what is wrong with you? And they don't think that way, you know what I mean? And I am so grateful that they don't. I'm so grateful that, they didn't have to grow up in foster homes and group homes and things like that. They're getting a good life, and things started out rough. I admit that, but things are going better now. Since I started trying to become a better person, I realized that my influence on my kids and on my grandkids prompts them to say, "Hey, you know what? Even if I have my own beliefs and things like that, but I know that they believe in the Bible. And they have their own way of worshiping, and I respect that. But I feel that showing them that, hey, you know what? This was true all along, and yeah, I was a terrible person, all right, but think about it. Where's the last place you would go looking for God? In a terrible person, maybe. You wouldn't expect Satan to be God, would you? Unless, and that's like two sides of a coin. Christ, Antichrist, God, Satan. Yeah. But the last place you would look for God would be in a terrible, terrible human being, right? It's pretty clever when you think about it. Okay? But the thing is, when Jesus says, he will dwell with us and be our God, okay? He is half father, half mother, just like everyone else in his image, right? And the same was in the beginning with God. All right, we're talking about, genetics and reproduction and mammal versus, I guess, bird, man versus angel, that type of thing. Heaven versus earth and hell and things like that. So, yeah, you get into a lot of that. And like I said, it gets confusing. So, it's best to just focus on what anchors you. And what always anchors me whenever I get confused, I always try to remember the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord God is good. That's all I need to remember. All right, this one's not really sure because this thing is blocking it, but yeah, it's 3 minutes, so I'll catch you in the next one.